We know these will be pulling at our heartstrings for years to come. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 romance movies that will become future classics. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're focusing on 21st century romance movies that will be rewatched for years to come.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
Number 10, Her.
Sometimes I think I've felt everything I'm ever gonna feel.
Directed by Spike Jonze, the science fiction movie examines love in a future society. Joaquin Phoenix's character writes intimate letters for a living, but struggles to process his own romantic issues. That's when he begins a unique relationship with an AI operating system named Samantha, voiced by Scarlett Johansson.
It's really nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too.
Her shows the beauty of intimate connections, even in the most unconventional of scenarios. As technology moves forward in the years to come, we'll bet that the themes in this film will only become more and more relevant.
But if you ever get there, come find me.
Number 9. Blue is the warmest color.
J'ai envie de toi. Tout le temps.
In this much-lauded French film, a teenage girl experiments with her own sexuality and the universal experience of falling in love. Starring Adèle, Exarchopoulos, and Seydoux, Blue is the Warmest Color was controversial because of its explicitly sexual overtones. But this coming-of-age story is about so much more than just sex. Whereas Emma is secure with her identity, Adèle is relatively naive and inexperienced, and the story focuses on her journey of self-exploration.
Alors pourquoi tu pleures?
Even today, there are few popularly recognized films made about LGBTQ relationships. So while Abdelatif Kashish's film was timely at the point of its release, it's easy to assume that it will only become more appreciated with age.
Mais j'ai une infinie tendresse pour toi. J'aurai toujours.
Number 8. Brooklyn.
So would you dance for me?
In 2015's Brooklyn, familial obligations take Saoirse Ronan's character, Eilish, back and forth between America and her Irish homeland.
I came to the Irish dance because I really like Irish girls.
She struggles to build a life for herself in the United States, and just as she falls in love, she's thrust back into her former world, forced to deal with the expectations and responsibilities of her old life.
I wish that I could stop feeling that I want to be an Irish girl in Ireland.
Though this story is set in the 1950s, it has an enduring quality to it that gives it the timeless feel of many cinematic classics. Ronan's incredible performance combined with the unconventional love triangle addressed in the film make this Oscar nominee worthy of multiple viewings.
How would it be for you if I did go home?
I'd be afraid every single day.
Number 7. Carol. Set in 1950s New York, this film takes place in a world in which appearances mean everything. When Rooney Mara's Therese meets Cate Blanchett's Carol, there's an immediate connection, a feeling that both women want to explore. But their ensuing romance has devastating consequences, an idea that will hopefully be hard to comprehend for future audiences. Visually, Carol is a beautiful film, but at its heart, it's about all the little things, all those small glances and kind gestures that keep two people together despite difficult circumstances.
I always spend New Year's alone, in crowds. I'm not alone this year.
Number 6. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Please let me keep this memory. Just this one.
This film, directed by Michel Gondry, deals with loss and heartbreak in a way that resonates with audiences past and present. With its unique narrative style, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind demonstrates the power of memories and how they can be manipulated. It also suggests that some people are destined to be together, as main characters Joel and Clementine have become oblivious to their shared past, but somehow find each other again anyway. It's a creative take on romance and a powerful film that can be watched over and over again.
You don't trust me.
Constantly talking isn't necessarily communicating.
Number 5. Brokeback Mountain.
This is a one-shot thing we got going on here.
At the time of release, this Ang Lee film was controversial for its central love story because of the fact that it took place between two men. Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger play cowboys who form a romantic relationship in the Wyoming mountains. But while Jack is more forthright with his feelings, Ennis is more reserved, especially considering his fiancée back home. Considering how far gay rights have come since the movie was released in 2005, it seems likely that in the future, the premise may not have the same effect. But the historical context and moving performances ensure that Brokeback Mountain won't soon be forgotten.
Sometimes I miss you so much I can hardly stand it.
Number 4. The Notebook.
Hey, I'm a bird.
Stop it. Stop it now.
In this film, Noah Calhoun and Allie Hamilton embark on an epic love affair that spans decades. It's a storybook romance full of passion, love, and karmic misunderstandings. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams play the star-crossed lovers, and their chemistry is evident from beginning to end. After all, the movie eventually led to their real-life romance.
Because I want you. I want all of you, forever. You and me, every day.
Directed by Nick Cassavetes and co-starring his own mother, Jenna Rollins, this film's most powerful moments are known for their ability to make people cry. Largely considered one of the greatest romance movies of our time, this will undoubtedly be a favorite for generations to come.
It wasn't over. It still isn't over.
Number 3. La La Land.
So you agree.
That's right. What a waste of a lovely night.
Reminiscent of classic Hollywood films, this musical is a breath of fresh air. It's got all the usual romantic elements, but just with a modern feel, courtesy of director Damien Chazelle. With Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone in the lead roles, La La Land features two of the most likable stars of the early 21st century. As a result, it's easy to root for them during their personal and professional journeys.
City of stars, are you shining just for me?
From beginning to end, La La Land gives the impression that it's more than just your average romance movie. It manages to feel like a throwback to the past while simultaneously giving a nod to the future.
And you love jazz then, right?
Number 2. Moulin Rouge.
Silly of me to think that you could fall in love with someone like me.
Directed by Luhrmann, this movie transports viewers to one of Paris's most famous landmarks. Moulin Rouge is connected to a specific place and time. However, the musical numbers feature modern pop songs.
The show must go on.
So as Ewan McGregor's Christian recounts his love affair with Nicole Kidman's Satine, the narrative feels lively and fresh. Moulin Rouge showcases all the visual flair of 1900 Paris while inspiring a roller coaster of emotions. It's exciting, but there are tragic moments too. Christian and Satine have an enduring love affair, and this cinematic spectacular will forever provide a thrilling viewing experience.
I will love you until my dying day.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
It's like you're photoshopped. Can I?
The worst day ever. I'm so sorry.
Number 1. Before Sunset.
Not wanting anything, isn't that a symptom of depression?
Yeah, that is, right?
The second part of Richard Linklater's epic Before trilogy, this movie features two characters coming together after many years apart. Following their appearance in Before Sunrise, Jesse and Celine are a modern take on the tale of star-crossed lovers, meeting in chance circumstances while existing in totally separate worlds. This film is a simple one, focusing mainly on long, intimate conversations between a couple who are not actually together.
I feel like if somebody were to touch me, I would dissolve into molecules.
While it may not share the grandiose nature of many of the other entries on our list, it has big ideas about true love, much like the third installment, Before Midnight.
I know you're not going to change, and I don't want you to. It's called accepting you for being you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.